Hi guys. I have decided to make this video because I want to make you all aware of what life really is today, and I want you to snap into reality because, you know, in living in today's society is not as easy as you think. I mean, I have lived for 15 years now, and everything that I've been through has impacted me so much. It makes me the person I am today. We are so lucky that we are still alive, and we should be grateful of that. Now, it's been more than 2 months since Shana's passed away, and I have to say that it is so difficult. You know, it might not show how difficult it is, but in here it is so hard for me. I'm finding it really hard to cope. And I basically I haven't been able to help myself. So I'm here to talk to you guys who may not get that advice that they should be getting, and may not, be comforted and receive help from friends or family. Maybe you don't have that sort of relationship, and I want to have that relationship with everyone. I was bullied a couple of years back, and let's say it had lasted a while. The main thing I was bullied about was obviously my appearance. I was overweight, and I see that people did not come to accept that, and I had always been judged basically on appearance. Teenagers and us young people tend to please others. We want to please others. It was my stage where I just wanted to stand out, and I would change friendship groups just so that I could be acknowledged. But as people would call it, I was fat, and I kept being called that name for a very long time. I was sick of hearing that word. I was sick of it being used on me. I just wanted it to stop. So after being bullied and just called these ridiculous names, I decided that I was going to make a change, lose weight, do whatever I need to be as pretty and skinny as these other girls. I started dieting and exercising. I was quite healthy. It was a healthy diet. But what happens when you start dieting and you start pushing yourself to look as good as everyone else? You start to push yourself harder and harder so that you can have a quicker and better result. So I pushed myself, and it came to the point where I barely ate and I was destroying my body. How was it supposed to work when I was mentally traumatizing myself? So after a bit, my mother told me that I had to take care of myself and I had to eat. But, till this day I feel insecure about myself. As everything was happening, I was basically suffering depression. I was being bullied about my appearance. I was being called different names that I'm not going to mention. But I was getting a lot of negative comments from people. This had affected me. This had really impacted my perspective on myself. I did harm myself, and I regret it so bad. You teenagers today think that it is okay and it is a solution. Do you know what? It's nothing that will help you later on. It's not going to help. I thought it was, and look at me now. I'm just thinking, what was I doing? What was I thinking? At that moment, I understand that you're so frustrated and you're so angry and you don't know what to do. You don't want to have to take it out on your parents or your friends, but you want to take it on yourself. But that is the worst thing you can possibly do. If you are experiencing what I have experienced, or I'm experiencing now, just take a second to think. I have so much I have a beautiful home, I have food, I have a family. So much people don't have this, and we do have education as well. We have a future set ahead of us. I understand that some people may not have a relationship with parents. Some may be abused by parents. A lot of those children maybe, thinking that the solution to that is drinking, taking drugs, smoking, but that is no different to taking your life away. It's the same thing. You're just killing yourself slowly. Maybe for that particular moment, it might relax you. But what about when it's finished? What about when, you wake up the next day from being drunk? Or when the drugs wear out? Or when you finish a cigarette? Are you going to keep smoking? Are you going to drink again or take drugs again? These problems don't go away. It's just, you think they're gone for that moment, but they're not. They're going to live with you for the rest of your life unless you decide to make a change. If you have a problem, you need to talk to someone. You need to have good friends that are going to influence you right and are going to help you and support you. Shanice was that friend for me, and she taught me the right and the wrong. And I learned from her. I can actually speak up. I can tell you my story so that you can relate to me and you can talk to me. It's so devastating to hear that your best friend is gone after having the best friendship and relationship with her. It's not easy, and I don't want you to have to go through this. I just want you all to feel that love. Just keep ourselves happy. Being happy is the key to have a really long life. You just need to smile. So if you do need to talk to someone, feel free to ask me. If you'd like me to make a video on something that you are concerned about or you need advice on, just hit me up with a message and I'll be able to answer that. So yeah, I hope you can take what I've said and understand that I'm only saying this to take care of you. And I hope you can actually learn something from this. Oh, and you are all beautiful. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.